Good evening. This is a meeting of the Township Committee, August 11, 2025. The notice requirements provided for in the Open Public Meetings Act have been satisfied. Notice of this meeting was properly given by transmission to the Asbury Park Press and the Silver Times and by posting at the Middletown Township Municipal Building and filing with the Township Clerk on January 11, 2025. Committeeman Clark.
Here.
Committeewoman Kratz. Here. Committeeman Sedembrino.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Here.
Mayor Perry.
Here.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, I'd like to ask for a moment of silence to honor the troops serving worldwide, defending our Constitution's freedoms and way of life. Thank you. At this time, we have the administration of oath of office. The oath of office to be presented to police officers. At this time, I'd like to invite Sean Sullivan to please come forward with your family.
Face the audience. Who's holding the Bible? About that 3 generations of Sullivan sitting
Yeah.
right now in the police department.
Oh, yeah.
Let's give it up. 3 generations. I, Sean Sullivan,
I, Sean Sullivan,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
And I do swear
And I do swear
to faithfully,
to faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of the duties
and all of the duties
of police officer
of police officer
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help you God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, officer.
Fine. Good.
He's so excited for the job, he left without his badge. You forgot about a couple.
Yeah.
Send it back.
Class A.
One, two, three. Congratulations.
At this time, I'd like to invite Stanley Ossaback. Please come forward with your family.
I, Stanley Osback,
I, Stanley Osback,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in the state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
And I do swear
And I do swear
to faithfully,
to faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of the duties
all of the duties
of police officer
of police officer
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help you God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, officer.
We're gonna fix that error. There. Good.
Yeah.
And then I was go right through that, right through that. Nice. Okay. All right.
Great, thank you. 1, 2, 3. I did this fashion. Perfect, congratulations.
Yeah.
At this time, I'd like to invite Brandon Saghafi to please come forward with your family.
Bible, raise your right hand.
I, Brandon Sagafi,
I, Brandon Sagafi,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same,
to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people,
And I do swear
and I do swear
to faithfully,
to faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of the duties
all of the duties
of police
of
officer
police officer
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help you God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Oh, it's an easy. Let me go.
Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations.
Thank you guys for sharing. Yeah, he's gonna.
At this time, I'd like to invite Jack Chenoweth to please come forward. Your family.
That and the festivals. Yeah. I'm talking about you. Oh, God. I miss him briefly every day at the door. Left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand towards God, and repeat after me. I, Jack Chenoweth,
I, Jack Chenoweth,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same,
to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
And I do swear
And I do swear
to faithfully,
faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
justly perform
all of the duties
all of the duties
of police officer
of police officer
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help you God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Courtney, you ready? Don't worry about it. You only get to do this one.
It'll make that hole in there.
You don't wanna mess up that suit.
Yeah, no, a lot of pressure here. But. Yeah, we just don't have. Yeah, there you go. Hey, all right, good job.
Selective.
No. Pictures.
Are you ready, everybody? Back up top. Thank you. One. Congratulations.
He's gotta give him some sort of.
At this time, I'd like to invite Thomas Schrock to come forward with your family.
I didn't want to come up for last.
You can simply just enjoy this. Raise your Bible, right hand towards God, read it for me. I, Thomas Short,
I, Thomas Short,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments established in the United
and
States
to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
And I do swear
And I do swear
to faithfully,
to faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of the duties
all of the duties
of police
of
officer
police officer
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help you God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Oh, you can see this.
What?
I was like.
Ready? Thank you. One, two. Congratulations.
Right, got you.
Dan, just grab the rest of your. But you're right, your host, yes, we're.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Let's give it up on the off.
We have a presentation for tonight. A presentation recognizing Lincroft Lightning 9U and 11U baseball teams for winning championships. If you'd like to come forward with your teams.
Can you say a few words? Whatever you guys want. All right. All right, let's give it up for our champs real quick.
Perfect smile you got there. Perfect. He's holding it. He's ready to go. So real quick, before I turn it over to your coaches for a quick word here. On behalf of the Township Committee, on behalf of Middletown, I want to congratulate you on a hell of a season. And not only, am I allowed to say that? He was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we just did that. I didn't even think about it. On a heck of a season. On a heck of a season. Because not only did you do it as a team, as a collective, you did it together. And that's why I love the game of baseball, because baseball is an imperfect sport, but it's a perfect definition of America and as a community, because you rely on each other. There's never a play, there's never something that is done by just one individual, right? Getting your teammates over after somebody gets on, getting the scoring position is done by a teammate. Making sure that ground ball to shortstop gets over to first base to end that inning, that happens as a group. So winning happens as a group. And that is why I always talk about baseball being the perfect comparison to America. It happens because of a group effort. It's an imperfect game that you fail at more times than you succeed, but it is how you embrace those moments of failure and success is what defines a team. So on behalf of the Township Committee, I want to congratulate all of you. I want to congratulate all of you for defining what success means and what it looks like, and that is as a team. So on behalf of the Township Committee, the Township of Middletown congratulates the Lincroft Lightning 9U on winning the 2025 US ABL National East Division Championships. We are incredibly proud of you and your teammates for achieving an incredible playoff run and National East Division Championship victory. Taking down not only one, but two top-seeded teams shows your grit, heart, and teamwork that you brought to every single pitch and inning. You played with true Lincroft Lightning spirit, and you represented Middletown like a champion. We can't wait for you to bring back this championship next year, all right? All right? Rob?
I just want to say that I'm incredibly proud of these guys for their persistence and their determination. We overcame some odds that were not great when we got into the playoffs. And beat a team that was undefeated at the time. We had a little bit of a brain out situation. I don't know if you guys remember that. And then the game after where you were kind of stopped them. And you guys did it. You guys really, really worked hard, and I really look forward to your player development as both kids, baseball players, and then as young men as well too. So I really look forward to working with you guys.
For all of you, take a quick picture and get you back out on the field real quick, because I think you're running laps after this, right?
Oh, we just came from practice.
All right, beautiful. I love it. So you're already.
We're gonna take a few. One, two, three, cheese. And keep smiling, keep smiling, hold. Make sure someone's got your money. 1, 2, 3. Got it, thank you.
You guys, that was my next question. You ready?
Right.
Huddle up.
I think Mayor Perry's really good.
All right, come bring it in.
He's gonna do it.
Like you said. So we do.
Yep.
Okay. Like on me. Okay, I love you. All right, way to be chief. Bring the left, I can. Your family, all right? So lightning on me, 1, 2, 3, ready?
Yeah.
Just what is it?
What did you do? 1, 2, 2.
Lightning on me, lightning on 3, 1, 2, 3, okay, ready? Okay, I anticipated that. All right. Lightning on 3, lightning on me, 1, 2, 3. All right, got it.
All right, guys. All right, 11 you, let's do this, come on in. What's going on? Well, I'd like to hats. You know, hats are nice. The hats are nice. All right. So now you saw the 9U team, right? And you're the older team. What does that mean? You're what? You're a handful? Parents, can you verify that?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Bigger heads.
Bigger heads. Well, let me just say this. I'm glad that the 9U team saw you watching them. Because I just was talking about how baseball's a team sport. It's a team sport because when older guys and older players in every sport, both boys and girls, are watching the younger folks, it gives them a sense of pride. And realize that all of you are now, while you're 11U, you're the older team. So you got to set that example. And this year you set that example by being champions, wearing Lincroft on your uniforms, and representing not only your town, your family, your team, but representing the collective Middletown community. So that you should be very proud of. Let's give it up for our champions here. So, but like I said, no, first and foremost, since you said you were a handful, and I didn't do this with the last team, turn to your parents, guardians, loved ones, and say, thank you for driving me to practice and games and all that good stuff.
Thank you.
There you go.
There you go. Wow.
How about you try it again?
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh. Now turn to your coaches and do the same thing.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Tough crowd tonight. So on behalf of the Township Committee and on behalf of Middletown Township, we want to congratulate the Lincroft Lightning 11U on winning the 2025 USABL National Shore Division Championship. We commend you for you and your teammates on this astounding 4-0 victory. 4-0 victory. After experiencing one loss during this season, you came back stronger than ever and dominated the one team that had originally beat you. Your determination, teamwork, grit over the last few months has captured the Lincroft Lightning spirit, and we appreciate you representing our community with pride and excellence. So let's run it back again, and let's bring back another trophy to Middletown, all right? Coach?
Represent you guys. Appreciate you guys letting us use the fields. And of course, I'm extremely proud of the boys. We had a goal set forth a few years ago to bring a championship home, and we finally did. So extremely proud of you guys. Looking forward to another great season.
We'll take a quick picture and then hopefully your saying is not as hard as the 9 guys.
All right, after this, you're gonna have to say smiling, okay? 1, 2, 3.
I just kind of circulate. All right. What's the saying?
Quick one, please. Right? Bring us down. Come on, complete game change.
Let's go. Tom, come on. Be serious. Team. Lightning on 3. Ready? Is that good enough? Okay, all right, here. Let's go. Yeah. All right, lightning on 3. 1, 2, 3.
All right, hey guys, file out.
We have some more presentations on tonight's agenda for the record. A proclamation recognizing August 31st, 2025 as Overdose Awareness Day in the Township of Middletown. We have a proclamation recognizing September 11th, 2025 as Patriot Day and National Day of Service and Remembrance in the Township of Middletown. At this time, we have minutes for approval for the July 14th, 2025 regular meeting.
All right, motion to approve. Second.
Okay, Committeeman Clark,
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz,
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to approve minutes. Our first item on tonight's agenda for a public hearing, we have 2025-3473, an ordinance amending township salary ordinance setting salaries for non-contractual employees for 2025 through 2026.
Heidi, that was pulled for.
Oh, I thought you were gonna move to table it. I'm sorry.
Move the table. Okay, move the table. Second.
Committeeman Clark,
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz,
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to table this ordinance, and we'll be notifying the public via public notice for the public hearing at a later date. At this time, we have 2025-3474, an ordinance of the Township Committee of the Township of Middletown, County of Monmouth, State of New Jersey, authorizing sale of Block 276, Lot 12 pursuant to NJSA 48:12-1 et sec.
Any member of the public wishing to speak on public ordinance number 2025-3474? Seeing no member of the public stepping forward, move to close the public portion and approve. Second.
Committeeman Clark,
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz,
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to pass this ordinance on second and final reading. This time we have 2025-3475, a bond ordinance providing an appropriation of $5,993,600 for various capital improvements by and for the Township of Middletown in the County of Monmouth, New Jersey, and authorizing the issuance of $5,241,987 in bonds or notes of the township for financing part of the appropriation.
Any member of the public wishing to speak on public ordinance number 2025-3475? Seeing no member of the public stepping forward, move to close the public portion and approve. Second.
Committeeman Clark,
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz,
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to pass this ordinance on second and final reading. At this time, we have 2025-3476, a bond ordinance providing an appropriation of $3,413,000 for various open space improvements by and for the Township of Middletown in the County of Monmouth, New Jersey, and authorizing the issuance of $3,242,350 in bonds or notes of the township for financing part of the appropriation.
Any member of the public wishing to speak on public ordinance number 2025-3476? Seeing no member of the public stepping forward, move to close the public portion and approve.
Second.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to pass this ordinance on second and final reading. At this time, we have ordinance 2025-3477, an ordinance authorizing establishment of government energy aggregation program within the township of Middletown.
Motion to introduce.
Second.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to pass this ordinance on first reading with a public hearing to be held September 15, 2025. At this time, we have 2025-3478, an ordinance amending chapter 240-23 of the Township Code establishing special service charge for body worn camera footage requests.
Motion to introduce.
Second.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to pass this first ordinance on first reading with a public hearing to be held September 15, 2025. At this time, we have 2025-3479, an ordinance amending chapter 540-519 of the Township Code governing the outdoor display of goods.
Motion to introduce.
Second.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to pass this ordinance on first reading with a public hearing to be held September 15, 2025. At this time, I'd like to ask the Township Committee to adopt a consent agenda, which would include resolutions 25-250 through 25-268, and including firefighter appointments.
Motion to approve consent agenda.
Second.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt a consent agenda. This time we have Township Committee comments.
All right, Committeeman Clark.
I gotta go first.
Yep.
Last meeting, I got all thrown off because you went back to me being first. First, and I say it every time, and having kids in the audience and hearing that in the Pledge of Allegiance and otherwise is probably my favorite part of what we do. So congratulations to the teams and to their families. The hard work pays off. Last meeting, I forgot, and my brother-in-law reminded me. I had the opportunity to go down to Washington DC in the early part of July to be part of a ceremony that will never happen again, and it was the Congressional Gold Medal ceremony for the World War II 2nd Battalion Army Division. Which my wife's grandfather was a part of, who took Omaha Beach in World War II. They, for 80 years, had not been recognized for the work they did to change the war. And after a very long time, the descendants of those men and women lobbied long and hard to have Congress recognize them. And we were lucky enough to be part of the invited group and got to hear all different types of members of our government come up and talk about what our country would look like if they didn't do what they did. And it was probably the coolest thing I've ever been a part of, away from my family, my immediate family and the birth of my kids and stuff like that. So thank you to our veterans from the earliest to today for everything that you do. And if you haven't been recognized, somebody should recognize you every day. So that was something that I should have brought up last month, and I didn't. We also had the opportunity to swear in 4 young men today into our ranks in the police department. Again, something that I love seeing, and I just wish them the best and look forward to them serving in our community. We also had the privilege of going out to National Night Out last week, and the police department did an amazing job. Not only showcasing what they do on a day-to-day, but showcasing what they do when they're not at work. And some of their interests, and that's a really neat part of what National Night Out is to get a look, just not at them in uniform, but out of uniform and what they do. So to the chief and the rest of the gang, it's an amazing job. There was an initiative pushed out on Friday by our township, and it's going to be pushed very hard for the next month. And that is a fundraiser for our World Trade Center Memorial Gardens. Lifetime Fitness over in Lincroft has approached the town about a month ago, asking what they could do to help with the gardens, and volunteered their gym to do a stair climb. One of their employees is a firefighter in Hazlet, and gave them the idea and allowed him to run with it. He approached one of our fire chiefs, who approached me. I engaged Laura Mattis in our office, who is the queen of getting everything done. I'm looking at her, she's hiding over there. And her team did an amazing job of putting together in short order not only a landing page, but a visual cue for what the fundraiser is and how we're going to deploy it. They also were able to get it out on every social media channel for not only the municipality, but for the fire department, the EMS, and the PD. And what's going to happen is the fire department, EMS, and PD are going to have representatives mimicking the stair climb from 9/11. When the men and women of the FDNY, NYPD, and PAPD were going up on a mission that they'll never return from. And it's a way for us to honor what they did and create funds to continue to make our Memorial Garden one of the most amazing places in the state, if not the country, to go remember what happened on that day. So Laura, your team, amazing job getting it set up, and now it's execution time. So we're looking for the community to step up and get involved through donation, and otherwise you'll see that on all of our channels. So thank you with that. And that's it. Thank you.
All right, Committeeman Severino.
Thank you, Mayor. Excellent comments, Committeeman. Thank you very much. I just want to congratulate our new officers this evening, including two of our legacy families, Sullivan and Chenoweth. It's amazing to see, and I don't know how many generations, Mayor. 3 for Sullivan, and how many for Chenoweth? 4 or 5.
That'd be 4.
So, right, so it's important for everyone to realize that the 2 of those 5 new officers have been families with multiple generations of PD in Middletown. And that serves as a testament both to the strength of those families and to the strength of the police department and the chiefs here in Middletown. So we welcome those new officers and wish them the best of luck in their endeavors as a new officer in Middletown. Secondly, I want to congratulate our Lincroft Lightning 9U, 11U baseball teams. They did a great job as usual. And as always, Mayor, I'm always envious of the cheer of the teams they have. I think we should get one, but we'll work on that.
Yeah.
That's all I have for this evening, Mayor. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
You say we need to cheer.
Yeah. I'm tasking the deputy mayor with coming up at that. Committeewoman Kratz.
Thank you, Mayor. I will echo very many of the same sentiments as my colleagues and congratulate our 5 officers. I will correct you, Rod. 5 officers that were sworn in this evening. It's always wonderful to hear them take that oath. It never gets old, and we're real proud of them. And congratulations to both the Sullivans and the Chenoweths for again adding yet another officer to their legacy. We're really quite proud to have them all and wish them all well. Congratulations to our two teams tonight. Always fun. I like to hear the mayor trying and get their chant or saying quite right. It was fun. And I'm just curious though, if our 2, I like to call them former chiefs, not ex-chiefs, are going to participate in this Stairmaster Challenge.
It will be.
Awesome, I love it. So hopefully the community will absolutely embrace the fundraiser, and we welcome to see everyone there. I will be not a participant, but more of a cheerleader from the side. So I shall be there for sure. So thanks so much.
Committeewoman Kratz, did you want to name those former chiefs specifically tonight to watch out for?
I'm gonna call them out too, for the record. Oh boy, oh boy. I already corrected one tonight. I'm good.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay. All right, I'm gonna end DM, go ahead.
All right. Guess Kim called me out, so I guess I gotta do it, huh? Mark came up so fast.
So, I just congratulations to the officers. We truly find the best, and the fact that we can get multiple generations from one family wanting to be police officers here is a big deal. I actually thought I was gonna see Michael shed a tear. Michael Chenoweth, that is. He when he reached out to me, he couldn't have been more proud to see his son. I served as fire chief with Michael. Great family, great people all around, so I'm excited to have him. And obviously the Sullivan family, third generation, pretty amazing, so. Great job. Great job to our sports teams as always. We do truly have the best in this town here all the time. And Mayor, I'm hoping that there's a spot for you to do 111 steps there, right?
But I'm already signed up, pal, don't worry about me.
Oh, wow, okay. Have a good night, everyone.
All right, I'll open it up for public comment. Laura had me signed up first. Yeah. All right, I'll open up for public comment. Any member of the public wishing to make a public comment may do so. Ask that you state your name for the record, and that you keep your comments to 5 minutes. At 4 minutes, I'll let you know that you have 1 minute remaining. Well, I yielded all my time to Clark. Go ahead.
Good evening, Mayor, council members, and members of the public. My name is Susan Macias, and I live on Pape Drive in the Navasink section of Middletown. I am so happy to see the resolution in opposition to Nessie, the Transco Williams pipeline, was approved tonight. So thank you very much on behalf of Food and Water Watch, and as myself as a Middletown resident, I really appreciate the support. So thank you very much, and we'll see you again.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, ma'am, come on, right up. How are you this evening?
Fine.
Pat Miller, how are you?
I'm Pat Miller and I live at 151 Borden Road. I haven't been here in a long time.
I know, I haven't seen you in a while, good to see you.
I have two things to discuss. I'll follow up the comment about Nessie because that was one of the ones. I thank you for the opportunity to speak. I'm co-chair of the Building Electrification Committee and a member of the Jersey Shore Group Executive Committee with the New Jersey Sierra Club. I'm speaking also for my husband as well as Sierra Club. Sierra Club is the oldest and largest environmental nonprofit organization in the country with almost 4 million members nationwide. I commend you for approving the resolution opposing Nessie, a gas pipeline proposed to run through Raritan Bay next to our bay shore. We defeated it 6 years ago, but now it's back. This proposal includes a new gas compressor station in Franklin, along with a new pipeline branch connecting to the existing Old Bridge compressor. The new pipeline would cut through Old Bridge, Sayreville, South Amboy, then run under the Raritan Bay to ultimately arrive in Long Island. The Madison Loop part of the fossil fuel project would cut under Route 9, the New Jersey Parkway, Route 36, and the train tracks that New Jersey Transit uses. New Jersey will not be receiving any gas from this project. We would be getting the compressor station and pipeline instead. These areas include major roads, railways, housing developments, and businesses that will be impacted, as well as critical freshwater ecosystems, coastal wetlands, tidal wetlands, and Cheesequake Creek. The construction of the pipeline will have significant impacts on the Raritan Bay Slag Superfund site and potentially dread up contamination in the bay that we have worked diligently to clean up. Rejuvenation of marine life in the Raritan Bay would be reversed if this project were to happen. Opposition to the project is growing among towns, so now Middletown is added to this. So far, Keyport, Hazlet, Aberdeen, Mattawan, Union Beach, Atlantic Highlands, Franklin, South Brunswick, and Montgomery have all recently passed resolutions in opposition to NESI. Old Bridge and Rumson have the resolution to oppose it on their agenda for tomorrow. I hope that everyone here understands why we must oppose this project via this resolution, and that this project must go down. And the second thing I'd like to talk about is your first proposed ordinance, which I believe refers to the program that the BPU calls municipal community solar. Is that correct?
Yes.
Um,
No, energy aggregation is not community solar.
Well, the municipal community solar with automatic enrollment is the name that the BPU calls it.
Community solar is a project that we've discussed in the past and applied for in the past. For energy aggregation, we're talking about energy aggregation and you know, as everyone knows, they're all getting more and more expensive electric bills for these last 2 months. And
Well, then,
go ahead,
sorry.
go ahead, Pat.
My comments specifically refer to this municipal community solar program, but let me speak in favor of it. I strongly support the providing of clean electricity to the people of Middletown. As we all have become aware, New Jersey's electric rates have skyrocketed recently. The main reason is because data centers being built across our multi-state region are causing demand to grow at an astronomical rate, and supply or electric capacity can't keep up. The only solution in the near term is to increase electric supply, and the fastest, cheapest way to build that capacity is with clean energy such as solar, wind, and battery storage. New Jersey's community solar program requires that all community solar projects offer at least a 20% minimum bill credit. To roll out this clean solar energy even faster and to more customers, the New Jersey BPU is offering municipalities the opportunity to create their own municipal community solar automatic enrollment program. Residents selected for inclusion in this project will receive a guaranteed discount on their electric bill for the 20-some year life of the project. Residents can opt out of the program at any time without a fee or penalty. Billing is done in just the same way as it is currently by JCP&L, our local utility. This will be a huge benefit to Middletown residents, especially those with low or moderate incomes who get first preference with automatic enrollment. We also urge anyone listening tonight to opt in to community solar now and get yourselves in the queue to a share of community solar and a large discount on your electricity bill by going to the Sustainable Jersey website and searching for the New Jersey Community Solar Project Finder tool. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat. Appreciate your comments. Any other member of the public wishing to call a comment? Yes, sir.
I'm Don Adler. I live in.
Wait till you come to the microphone.
Pardon?
Wait till you come to the microphone.
I'm Don Adler. I live in Leonardo. I'm here in support of the resolution, in support of the two previous speakers who are in support of the resolution, the proposed message. The board, actually this body 6 years ago passed a more detailed resolution opposing nesting, and that resolution is incorporated and embedded in your current resolution. I don't have much more to say than Ms. Miller. She's very articulate. The damage that would occur to our community from the mere construction of the pipeline is significant. And the operation of the pipeline would be also dangerous to our community. The construction would bring up toxic material that has been buried under New York Harbor, under Raritan Bay for the last 200+ years. That material would then, as it is dug up, that material, that toxic material would come to our shores, come down based upon the currents would come down to our shores and have possible toxic implications. This would, and I think it's important for the municipality to understand that this would damage, very possibly damage and reduce the property values along the shore. And this is a municipal issue. Reduction of property value means reduction in municipal property tax. So I don't have much more to say other than I support this body and its opposition to the Nazi pipeline. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Allen. Appreciate it. Any other members? Yes, sir. Sit down. How are you today?
All right, good day of soccer, bad day of golf. And they're diverging interests. Start with 5 minutes. My name's Devin Rafferty. I'm from Florida. I enjoyed what you had to say about baseball. How maybe with errors, we can collectively, right? Because it fails 7 out of 10 times to make the Hall of Fame.
That's right. Exactly right.
Where we can make errors, but if we collectively cooperate, we can get to a championship. Although with the way the Mets are going, it's a whole other story.
Yeah. Who, by the way, are winning 4-1 right now, just so you know.
This was the week that the Mets are winning. Well, I wanted to talk about.
Milwaukee's a great team, though.
Say,
Milwaukee is a great team.
I wanted to talk about the notice that went out in the property tax bills. Okay. And it'll get to errors, but collectively improving ourselves if we work together. Wasn't sure if you were the finance person. In regard to this notice that went out telling everybody about where the average residential values are coming from, what the property tax increases are, who's responsible for things like that. Who wrote it?
The administration.
The administration?
The CFO is not here to.
Is not, okay. Who authorized it? Who ultimately signs off on this going out in the property tax bill?
It gets authorized by the administration,
Okay,
by the.
so this body,
By the administrator, by the township committee, by the CFO, everybody has to have a.
okay, and then you naturally have delegated authority onto it. Correct.
Delegated the authority.
Onto the administration.
It's a shared responsibility that has to happen. There's a lot of information in it from tax assessor's office, from the finance office.
Okay. Who ultimately approves it?
As I mentioned, to your point, it's a collective
Okay.
discussion.
What was the intent of it?
Most people.
At least from the 5 here.
Most residents call us, or call the township to issue complaints about property taxes. Was rightfully fair for the township to ensure that it was demonstrated to the public what the breakdown of your property taxes are. Unfortunately, the township bears normally the entirety of calls and complaints when it comes to residents that are calling with questions about their property tax bill. We cannot answer questions about the Board of Education's portion of the bill. We don't have that information. And up until now,
no one has told or publicly provided information to the public as to what numbers they need to call for. And as you see at the bottom there, it has the Board of Education's number and it has the tax assessor's number.
Doesn't have the Monmouth County government on there. I guess we left them out.
The tax assessor is actually, while they are paid by the township, they are quasi underneath of the county government. County Board of Taxation.
I have to assume that the purpose of this was to provide helpful and correct information to the residents and homeowners of Middletown.
Correct.
Okay. Then to cut to the chase, there's a major error in this. And the major error in this document is that it says, based on the average residential value of 2025, nobody in their right mind would ever use the average property values, especially in a community where you have diverse home values. And this is simple, you can Google it. You could Google, should you use median?
The township uses the average assessed value for all of its calculations.
You do?
That's how we do.
You should not be doing that. This is covered in AP statistics. It's covered in AP economics. You should not be using the average, you should be using the median. There's a difference. Okay, let me enlighten you. Let's take 3 people. Let's say one person makes $100,000, one person makes $200,000, one person makes $300,000. The average would be $200,000, so it would be the median. The median is the middle number, right? Okay. Now let's say that third person doesn't make $300,000, but rather is Bill Gates or Elon Musk, right? Suddenly the average becomes astronomical, which means that when you are taxing that number, it would become some astronomical number, which is why when it comes to property values, you use the median and you report on the median. What I'm trying to say here is that when you tell everyone that it's going up 668 annually based on average residential values, what you're overstating to the community is how much they're actually going to see their property tax bill go up. What this does is it biases it upwards. There's a difference between the median and the average value. All the huge homes in Middletown, the ones that are worth $15 million, $20 million, that pulls the average value up, and that's how you get to this 668. But nobody in River Plaza or Leonardo or North Middletown or Fairview, they're not gonna be paying that. In fact, if you take the median value, it would be the increase in the property would be far, far lower. The increase in the property taxes, take the median.
That's not how the ADP program works. That's it, because you bring up Navesink River Road and $15-20 million homes, we have homes all across this town that 50% of them fall below that number. So the average, you're talking about River Plaza and Leonardo. If you were to go to other areas of town, they fall below that number. So while you want to sit there and say that a $15 million home, which if you had to calculate how many $15 million homes there are in Middletown versus homes that fall well below that number, the number that falls below is much greater than the one $15 million home that you're referring to. So
thank you for making my point. Because the number of homes that would fall below the average is a far greater quantity than the number of homes that would be creating that high average, which means that the property tax increase would apply not as significantly to a far greater quantity of homes. One more time.
There's 23,000 houses, and through the ADP program, they are assessed based on their assessed. They're done based on comps, and or 1/5 of the town is inspected, or has inspections that can be done or can be refused to be done. 1/5 of the town gets done every single year. So the others are done based on comps, and I would encourage you to, if you do have questions on that, Chris Anthes or Alex Worth or the CFO would be happy to discuss with you the ADP program that creates that formula that determines how homes are assessed in Middletown.
I am familiar with some of those formulas. You can tweak a variable here and there. My point is that when you get into the statistics, which we don't have to, and maybe I'll do it with the CFO, that might be nice. But what I'm trying to convey to you is that this notice, which went out to all the homeowners of Middletown,
Right.
is telling them that based on an average value, the school levy is bringing it up $668. But that won't apply to the vast majority of houses in Middletown because it's using the average instead of the median, which biases it upwards.
But every single person who's receiving a tax bill, that's gonna tell them exactly what happens. The average assessed value of Middletown went up 11.5% last year. 11.5%. Now, some people misconstrue that information by thinking that their taxes are gonna go up 11.5%. That is not what that means. It means that the average value went up by 11.5%.
Correct. And so now we would be.
Okay, thank you. So the point being is that just because your assessed value goes up does not mean your taxes go up. Is not what that means.
Correct.
You were saying something different.
Yes. What I'm saying is that.
So I'm confused. Is it correct or are you saying something different?
I'm saying to you that this notice that is based upon which tells people that their taxes are gonna be going up $668 is based upon an average residential value for 2025. And when it comes to home values, nobody would use average. It's irresponsible to do it. We would use the median. As he might be pointing to you on the Zillow.
Actually, no. This is the presentation from the school board's presentation by Amy Doherty that says the 2025 average assessed value of a home is $728,537. 2024 was $653,900. And it broke down the exact impact. And if you read what the school boards put out, it's exactly the same number that we put out.
Okay. Thank you. That means they also do not have a financial literacy.
Well, my CFO, let me just say this. My CFO would not agree, and I think it's condescending to assume that my chief financial officer, who has over 23 years as a chief financial officer in the state of New Jersey and who leads a lot of the discussions about municipal valuations and financial planning would differ with you on that. And it's really a shame that she's not here because I would have, really appreciated her input on this because you're arguing over the word average and median, and exactly what the school board put out is exactly what is written in there.
Oh, I understand. By pointing to that, it's whataboutism. And whataboutism is technically changing the subject. I remember debate teams. But
Whataboutism, okay.
it's a whataboutism. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was what about this?
No, just showing you that they said the.
Is there a number or an email that I could contact?
I'm happy to have Laura Mattis connect you directly with the chief financial officer.
It seems that in your last response to me, there was a bit of ambiguity maybe, or minimizing that there is a significant difference between median and average. And it's taught on the second day of statistics class.
I'm not debating it at all. What I'm saying is that the ADP program, you can say that it should be X, but when it's Y, it's based on Y. Whether we like it or not, I may say that I don't think my home is assessed for what I believe it's worth. And there's a process that you can go through with that. But just because you say something doesn't mean it's true. And what you're saying is that the public is not going to see a potentially $668 increase in their property taxes. And I'm saying that that's not accurate. Because I bet you that if you looked at the average property taxpayer, they're pretty annoyed at their tax bill currently.
I would say that the average stereotypical, pick someone in Middletown, will not be getting a $668 increase driven by funding a public school system that should be funded correctly. As Hayek and Adam Smith said.
Sir,
Let me answer-
I've let you go way over.
I know, I just, one quick, I swear, last question.
Okay, this is it.
If I meet with the CFO and we have a nice, we have our discussion, and if if she agrees that it's more appropriate that we should be using the median and that this is biasing upwards, which is creating fear amongst the Middletown homeowners, would you agree to send out a revision? Because the goal is to have accurate information.
If you could convince her of that,
If we agree to it when I meet with her.
she approved that letter. She approved what the contents of that letter, and there was much discussion on ensuring that it was properly phrased. So you can talk to her all you want, but she's going to continue to maintain that that was accurately depicted.
Maybe she'll change, free country, maybe she'll change her mind.
Maybe.
Would you agree to that?
Laura will happily connect you with Colleen. Okay,
But would you agree to that?
as I
Send out
said,
a revision.
no, we're not gonna send out a revision. We are not gonna send out a revision. That information is exactly what it needs to say. Per the CFO and the tax assessor of this town, approved by the administrator.
I have.
Thank you very
my
much, sir.
time, and thank you.
Thank you.
I hope they get the information they should have.
Thanks. Thank you. Any other member of the public wishing to make a public comment? Richie, come on down. Hey, Rich.
Richard Isaacson, 812 Tilden Place, Middletown. The taxes got me pretty upset. I don't know why we have to raise the taxes. Same like the school needed more money, but then everybody else jumped on the bandwagon. We're probably collecting more money in this town we've ever collected. We got condos on 35, we got condos on 36, we got a building going all over. We're getting more money all the time. What are we doing with our money? That's what I want to know. My taxes went up $1,000. I don't know where you come up with that $600, $1,000 mine went up. What are we doing with our money? We can't keep throwing money at everything. People want to live in this town. People who lived here most of their life are unable to stay here now. I got a lot of people telling me they gotta move. They can't afford it. It keeps going up. North Middletown used to be a cheaper place to live. That's skyrocketing. I don't know why, but it's skyrocketing. All over, down by the shore, they're building these big houses. Oh, they're selling for $1 million. Everybody's house was small, it's all going up. Why should a guy's house on the side just because he built a big one worth $1 million? That don't mean that house is 100 years old worth $1 million. What are we doing with our money?
Well, Rich, you know that our budget is out there for 30 days that you can review before we can even hold a public hearing on it. So you know exactly where to look at our budget. And I can tell you, absolutely, having done my 7th budget now, when I'm sitting there looking at $5,000 at a time to cut out of the budget, you're cutting it out $5,000 at a time. In a budget like ours, it takes a lot of $5,000 cuts to get it down to where we need to. When you have a 7.5% increase in health insurance premiums. Now, sounds like a lot compared to the state health benefits plan that went up, what was it, 36%? You know, when you see a win like that, it's a win. When you see increases in different wages and different requirements and pension obligations, you gotta, it goes up, and just like the cost of everything else, you do work down, on the boats, you do work anywhere else, you do anything, everything's costing more. Everything is costing more, and we gotta maintain the things that we have, at least try and catch up to the things that we have, and every single thing's costing more and more.
Yeah, but all these people live in these big houses, paying all this big money. I mean.
But remember, the town gets 23% of it. Town gets 23% of that. 23% comes to the municipality.
Right,
So
then the county jumps on a bandwagon.
the county gets less than us.
Yeah, I know, they deserve less than you, they deserve zero. Get rid of them. They're a leech, that's what the county is. But
Well,
we have to do something to keep the taxes down, we can't spend money, we spend money like government style. Look at this building, we need this building? We didn't need this building.
well, it was gonna cost us nearly the same amount to fix the old building.
It costs the same amount to fix the old buildings, it costs to build this building.
It nearly cost the same amount of money to try and fix and bring up to code the old building that it was gonna cost to build this building.
That sounds awesome.
Uh,
What this building costs us? What's this building again?
54 million.
54 million, and you're telling me we're costing 54 million to rebuild that building we had here?
The old building?
Yeah.
Someone sneezed, the entire detectives unit flooded. We had not one facility for a single female police officer that we had.
Yeah.
Middletown's now home to the most female police officers in the county. They didn't have a locker room because that building was built when there were no female police officers. There's things that happen, things
I
that,
remember when that building was built. I remember where the first police station was.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, when you think about what you have to do to expand, what you have to do to bring it up to code, all the different AOC requirements, the DEP requirements, all these different fancy acronym requirements that are out there, you know better than most.
That's the problem.
I hear,
We keep making ordinance after ordinance.
I know, it's not township ordinance,
If we make an ordinance.
it's not a
that's
township
somebody
ordinance.
to enforce that ordinance.
It's not a township ordinance, the township doesn't implement those, the state implements them.
Yeah.
I don't have an we don't have an administrative officer of the courts that made changes to an application for this building 16 months after they received it on their desk. You know, these are different things, every single thing, the municipality is also responsible for, just like every other homeowner is responsible for. We're not immune to those state laws, and those are things that you have to do. There are certain requirements.
We're spending too much money. We're taking in more money all the time. I remember back in 1985, same place, right? The old town hall. Guy told me, Rich, we need the revenue. We need the revenue. We have to build. Well, we built. What happened? Through the roof. Taxes went up every year. And they don't stop going up. They keep on going up and up and up. I'm sure you'll be another 2 or 3 years, look for more money. It's gotta stop someplace. Somebody's gotta take a change. It's gotta be a change. We can't keep blowing money away like we do. Just can't, it's gotta stop.
Well, I encourage you to take a look at the budget and show me where you think we should cut.
I'd like to look at that budget and see exactly what.
It's out, unlike the states, it's out there for 30 days.
I think there's plenty of places we can cut money.
Go ahead, take a look at it and give me a suggestion. I'm willing to hear anyone and
I'm sure
everyone.
there's plenty of places, cause we spend a lot of money in this town.
Okay, it's easy, and I understand what you're saying. It's easy to say that. Tell me where you want me to cut. You want me to start cutting police officers? You want me to start cutting park staff? You
We
want me to
get
start?
good police officers. We get the best police force around outside of New York.
It's also the thing we spend the most money on.
Yeah.
What?
Number one cost.
Most money on, it's the most expensive thing we got.
And I have no problem
That's the
spending,
best thing.
and I bet you every single township committee member up here would say that there are absolutely no problem spending the most money on a police officer.
I agree with you. I
Okay.
agree with you.
So then,
I'd spend
so Rich,
Cancel all the rest of the
it's,
crap.
it's,
Put it on the
it's,
police department.
okay, so you want me to start cutting parks?
Parks?
Yeah. Maintenance on parks, cut it out. Tell me where you want me to
We got a
cut.
lot of parks.
Listen, Rich, here's my thing.
Hmm.
It is a requirement of state law that I have to have my budget out for 30 days. We had to move our township committee meeting 2 days because it wasn't out there for 30 days. Introduce it, sits out in the public for 30 days, okay? Hold a public hearing. You had 30 days to look at that budget and show me where you thought we should make a cut. Make a cut. Tell me where you want to cut.
I ain't got all that time. I got other things to do. I gotta make a living to pay my taxes, so you got the money.
Me too.
I ain't got time to go through all that stuff.
We-
We're supposed to be looking at
every
the
single-
best possible thing for the people of Middletown.
But you're automatically assuming that we're not. Automatically assuming that we're not, and all of us up here have to make the same living that you have to make.
That's right, you're there now. This is what you.
But you're not gonna hear us complain about it, but I encourage you, take a look at that budget, you call me up and you tell me where you think we should start cutting.
All right, I'll look at it.
Alright,
I'll get some other guys to look at it too, see where you cut it.
alright, go ahead.
Rent this building out, we're building another one, thank you.
Alright, thanks, Rich. Any other member of the public, which make yes, ma'am. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Glad to hear there's another Phillies fan.
There you go. Kyle Short. You are not disqualified in any way, shape, or form.
Alright.
Kyle Short with another home run tonight.
Alright, there we go. That's good to hear. I'm gonna shift us back to Nessie, but,
Sure.
so my name's Madison Worst and I'm here on behalf of Clean Ocean Action.
Can we just have your name for the record?
Yes, my name is Madison Worst, and I'm here on behalf of Clean Ocean Action, which is a broad-based coalition group based in Long Branch, focusing on water quality, from Montauk to Cape May.
Oh, they have an event tonight? Oh, they have an event tonight?
No, next week.
Oh, they're next, I thought it was tonight. I think they have something tonight.
The summer foray.
No, there's something
Our
else.
Sunset Soiree is on the 19th of
Yeah.
September.
Mhm.
Yes, yeah, I don't think there's something tonight. There was a meeting, there was a rally for the waterways
Yeah, yeah.
meeting, yeah, that was at
Yeah.
our headquarters, yeah. But, so we just wanted to thank you for passing the resolution in opposition to the Nessie pipeline. This pipeline is arguably completely unnecessary, for the state of New Jersey specifically, but also in the fact that there is no consideration for turnover for the national grid once it gets to New York. So there are a lot of things about this pipeline that are in the resolution that cause opposition to it. And then the most important thing I think for here is the water quality issues that Don Adler had brought up before, the resuspension of this toxic mud essentially at the bottom of the Raritan Bay for when they would dig this trench would cause water quality issues for years to come. So we really appreciate the committee taking on that opposition and joining the other townships that have passed it. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Any other member of the public wishing to make a public comment? Yes, sir. How are you today?
Very well, need yourself.
Thank you. Good, thank you.
Good evening to the mayor and rest of the township committee and Laura. Well, again, no, you mind asking my wife and I live at the 914 Nut Swamp. My two concerns are, my wife and I, two concerns, is motorbikes on streets, on the walkways. Broke my tent about 10 days ago, my wife was picking up mail in the mailbox, and one of the bikes went by. And those things were by, probably seen them 10, 15, 18 miles an hour.
Mhm.
Run by kids, 12, 15, 16 years old.
Yep.
30 seconds later, another one runs by, and she turns around again. You know, when you buy a car and you say, I haven't seen that kind of car on the road ever. You buy the car and then suddenly you notice there's a whole bunch of cars. Well, then I noticed a whole bunch of motorbikes going around. Like yesterday by the by Cristview Drive,
The jug end.
the jug handle right there. 3 bikes coming south on the bike on 35, spun around, go north. 2 cars coming up going north,
Spun around the light.
and be.
Spun around the light, you said?
There wasn't a light, it just come around. They didn't go to the jug end.
Okay.
They coming down north and took that little gap in the road.
City attorney.
Yeah, to the U-turn, yeah.
And did that. And one went really wide, and then 2 cars stopped and beeped. And they braked otherwise these 3 teenagers would have been on the ground. And I noticed a couple other ones going up and down the Swamp Road. And the kids, they jump on it. It's a great looking thing to do. And it wasn't get too high at it, but pretty dangerous to pedestrians who are walking down the street, especially seniors that maybe not walk that fast. So if it's possible to put out a public service notice or something, make people aware that these things are out there, and just be careful, look left and right, maybe on your own walkway.
Yeah, they're popping up more and more, and, you know, we are gonna have to work with our police department on managing that in some way, shape, or form, because.
We just completed a public service announcement on that exact thing. And it gives a lot of good information. It should be online. Like,
Turn your mic
I'm
on.
sorry, we just did a public service announcement on that exact thing, because we were having big issues with it, so it should be online this week.
That goes out in hard copy too, right? The one that goes out with hard copy,
Oh, we'll mention it in there for sure, but this is a,
the one that goes out online.
this is done live by a police officer showing examples of the different types of bikes, there's 3 classes of bikes. It explains the differences between all of those and what's required for the different types of bikes. So we're putting a lot of information down about it.
We'll make sure that
Big issue.
Laura emails you, Laura will give you her card and, she'll, oh, okay. And,
Just keeping me informed about the 250-year committee.
oh, good, excellent.
Second thing.
Yes, sir.
And red lights. I wrote a letter that was published in the Two River Times X months ago. And it was entitled, Don't Go on Green. Because to go on green in this area, any area really, cars just don't stop. And I saw issues on, I guess by Thompson Avenue, so about outside the police building, outside the building, any main drive on 520. Cars just, they don't, just one car doesn't stop at red light, they pile on now. Well, Joe went, Mike went, 3 or 4 cars in a row. And it just seems like it's just getting worse and worse and worse. In Red Bank, when they were doing some pedestrian announcements, they said if you don't stop for pedestrians, it's $2 fine, 3 points and so on. And they I guess they got some state money or county money to do that on the electrical signs.
You're talking about the ones over by the hospital?
They had it on by Buenos Aires.
Okay.
They had a sign up saying if you're a pedestrian, you
Oh, outside.
you gotta stop for a pedestrian.
Outside the police office.
Yeah,
Police
right.
department. Yep, okay.
That seemed to be effective according to the officers in Red Bank, you know, where they stopped, they got a number of cars that stopped and they didn't stop.
Yeah,
And you got fined.
unfortunately, it became an even bigger issue in other parts of the town, and that's why you saw the investment that was made on Front Street outside the hospital that has now blaring red lights that go across, because that's actually the busiest crosswalk in Monmouth County.
Gotta be, yeah.
And the county did that project, and so it's still an issue, and that's why they're utilizing those resources that they implemented over by Riverview to push pedestrians to utilize this, but also be able to signal to oncoming traffic, both from in both directions, you know, well in advance that there were pedestrians crossing the street over there.
What I was gonna suggest, if it's all feasible, same kind of e-signs that could be put up, those kind of things, to say for drivers, stop on red. Or there's a $500 fine or 3 points or 6 points. Without some kind of notification, guy driving down the street, I'm just gonna go right through, because nobody's gonna stop me, or very little people are gonna stop me. Just.
Well, tonight we did just approve 4 portable message boards, so I'm sure that's certainly one of the things that.
Very timely.
So number 18 on the agenda, so I knew it was on there, so certainly take a look at that.
All right, I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Appreciate your comments, thank you. Any other member of the public wish to make a public comment? Seeing no other member of the public stepping forward, move to close the public portion and adjourn. Sorry.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hybel.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you all so much.